I really do think, unfortunately, to the industry and to them themselves, the MCU has warped people's ideas of thinking a billion is an easy target to hit.
Another thing I want to say as well that does not help as well, movies are no longer staying in cinemas as long as they used to, because now I have to go to streaming or DVD or things. So has that kind of
I think that's like... So I think that's a case of a safety net, because I think people in Hollywood and outside of Hollywood for too long have this warped perception of, if a movie doesn't hit a certain target, it's got quote unquote flop. Let's pull it immediately because we're not going to recoup. Let's find the money in a different avenue. Because I really do think, unfortunately, to the industry and to them themselves, the MCU has warped people's ideas of thinking a billion is an easy target to hit, and that is the way to go. Where it's like, no, only certain people can and are going to hit those targets. So that's why
if a film hasn't made like 100k or 200k in its first weekend, all of a sudden the film is a flop, and that even then leads to people's perception of how they review the film.
They're reviewing on financials. It's kind of like what messed up like music.
That's what I'm saying. Rap music all over again, because
you didn't sell 100k in the first week.
First week sales.
So you must be bad.
And also another thing as well, people kind of forget as well. There's been a lot of cult classic movies that didn't necessarily do well in the box office
at all.
But people are making films so they're successful now, not that the film is going to be a success or a cult classic in 10 years time or 20 years time.
Of course, but I'm just saying, like, but now the people making films, cool, I have to make this film, but this film has to meet these certain criteria, what works in the box office. Not necessarily what is a good movie or what a good story or a compelling story.
That's why people are, a lot of filmmakers in a sense are doing films for Netflix or for Disney Plus or Apple TV, so that just goes straight to streaming. So that way then it's not a case of like,
there's less pressure,
we've lost money, we're gonna make the money that we put into the film anyway, we're not worrying too tough about profit. That's not really our problem.
Then it becomes a lazy process though. Then we get lazy writing, lazy stories.
Not necessarily.
If I'm like, okay, I know, for example, say you're gonna pitch a movie, right? And you know you got to follow this formula to get that movie greenlit. That's lazy, because you know you have to follow this specific box.
Are you talking about what he was talking about in terms of for Netflix, or are you talking?
I'm talking about, even Netflix to buy a movie of you, right? They would probably have like, you got to meet these certain criteria. So you have to stay in this box. That's lazy, because the only thing that gets up with box.
In that sense,
So it's more about people not being able to take the risk of greenlighting a certain project.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I see that.